Hello everybody, welcome to PH Balance. My name is Steven with the PH. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is the very first thing I'm recording in the new year, and I'm excited to get back into this. And we're not going to spend too much time talking about it, we're just going to go right to it. As you can see, it's Sunday, which is the day that we're supposed to go, Natsuki's coming over to our place to bake cupcakes with us. Very exciting stuff. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us? Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation, then dick pics, and you know, the whole thing. She showed me hers, I showed her mine. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering in myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down to greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. I don't like that the screen is pitch black. Sayori? Hi, Steve. You're looking cute, Sayori. You got a cute little bedroom here. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess not. I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed though, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it up for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be seeing Natsuki today? Well, yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that at the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? I guess that's true. But what about you? Aren't you supposed to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep! There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing today. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Steve. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Steve. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Steve? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. There it is. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone else happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It's almost like... It feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Dude, don't make it about yourself. She doesn't know you anything. But I do understand somewhat how he's feeling, because it's like, you know, your friends are there for you. If they love you, if they're real friends, you know, just tell them how you feel and let them into your life. You need that support system. And if they're real, they'll stick by your side and they'll do whatever they can to make you feel better. But yeah. I feel you, Sayori. I'm sorry you're going through this. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Yeah. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Steve. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Yeah. Also, you start worrying that if you tell people, then they're going to act differently. You don't want people to be different. You want people to treat you how they've always treated you. You just need a little extra oomph, a little extra support. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. She's a little jealous. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand them. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Steve. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now, you've come here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. You're neither of those things. You're neither. You're not weak, and you're not selfish. You're strong because you have to go through this every day, and you're still super optimistic and positive, which I admire. And you're not selfish because you're a human being, and you deserve love, and you deserve everything that you want too. You can be a kind, caring, loving, positive person and still want things. It's okay for you to take care of yourself. It's not selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. No, you don't. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Steve. Sayori, I don't don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join this club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just an added bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Steve. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this. To me. Please, don't do this. Steve, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. Yeah. You care about your friend, but you caring for her is hurting her because she knows that she's never going to be able to sustain the relationship she wants with you. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have it to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Steve. Been there, buddy. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Cancel your fucking plans. Life's gonna be okay. Your friend needs you. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't! If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. She says that, but it's because she doesn't want to be selfish. What she wants is for you to stay there, but she'll never say that in a million years, and I know that because I am Sayori. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Okay, well at least go check up on her after you're done with Natsuki. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a good time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back... Oh no. I was starting to tear up. I gotta... Come on, Steven. Natsuki's coming over. I spent only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside my front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. I mean, Natsuki, you're looking pretty cute yourself, buddy. What's up? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyways, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Probably. I don't know. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at my home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyways, let's go to the kitchen. Aren't we already in the kitchen? What, you're not even gonna take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Steve? Oh, come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Ugh, this is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. You did it. Good job. You're a bro. Seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only see I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like, Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I'm sorry. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were just trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Trust me on this one. Trust me, bro. Gross. Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found one. I skipped the thing. I finally found your weak spot. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally, god damn it, stop clicking shit, Steven. Steven, pop up what it says right here. Yeah, that. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluids, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all the movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Steve, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything else like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Oh, come on. You're not putting any heart into it at all. Can you at least try to have a little fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. It does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you're just looking at it. If just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monica delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, I'm getting there. We were using an electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl with icing. Huh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It's just, it takes a little longer. Jeez, I'm gonna be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger into the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble and turn. Gross. You got it on my face. And whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Ugh. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's just too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off her finger before shoving her finger towards my face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh, dang. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Oh, is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking the icing off. That's a little weird, bud. This is your first time hanging out with her. What? Did you seriously just, Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Steve, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel so dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? Well, you should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistake. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now? Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides cupcake trays into the oven. Jesus Christ, it's hard for me to read today. Then I reluctantly picked up a whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, it smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have the nozzles that will make it look all nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's that one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Oh, come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. I'm sorry, what, Natsuki? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they really are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. There's no reason why you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she'd still be eating dinner. God, Sayori's so awesome, cute, and fun, and I wish she was here. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much as I can, well, anyway, I was hoping we would have some time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slow. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance, you know. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow though, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I guess we could do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Yes. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all, you know? I mean, I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I mean, I want to spend more time with you. Steve. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way that you do, so... Oh, Natsuki. Hello, hello, hello. Buddy, you are close to me. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the side of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes still fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against mine. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Whoa! My God, Sayori! Hey, buddy, we still on for tomorrow, right? Hi, Steve. Sayori? Just now, we the two of us weren't. It's okay, Steve. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already done and on my way out, so... Ah, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of my cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. And we're back here. Yep, Steve, you kind of two-timed a little bit, buddy. I think there's nothing wrong with you liking Natsuki and having a crush on Natsuki, but you can't lead Sayori on, which you definitely have been doing, so you're in the wrong here, bud. I wish things were different. I hope this doesn't affect her in any way. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Steve? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Because you love me. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, do not say that. It's true, Steve. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? What did Monica say, Sayori? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy too. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel this pain anymore. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Steve. Really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Steve, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Ugh, God damn it, man. Come on. Fuck off. Fuck off with this bullshit. Alright, bye guys. Can't do this. Bye. I want to start off by saying, no, you probably don't know what's best for her, Steven. You don't. You've been kind of an asshole to her most of this game, and you have put her in a really weird place because she really cares about you and loves you, and you've kind of just been not only flirting with her a bunch, but flirting with all of her friends, so not cool, buddy. If you say you love her, I mean, that could mean a million things. That could mean that you love her as a friend, you love her more than a friend. Love means a lot of different things. And I do believe that he and her love each other very deeply, but I don't think it's a relationship, and they're high schoolers, and she loves him in a romantic way, so saying I love you will make her believe that's romantic and will lead her on. If I say you'll always be my dearest friend, that's gonna hurt more than anything else. I don't know what to say. I just don't want her to do anything stupid. She's fucked either way. I can't. God damn it. I mean, I flat out told Natsuki that I liked her and wanted to spend more time with her. And I don't really, at this point, care about hurting Natsuki's feelings, and like, Sayori is the most important thing. Because Natsuki will be fine. Sayori won't. At this moment in time. So that's what I care about. But I don't think saying I love you is gonna work, because I just don't think that they have that relationship. Fuck. I hope I didn't fuck things up. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Mariko told me the truth. She told me how much happier you've seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happier in the end. And it is friendship. Because if we tried the love thing and then it didn't work out, our relationship would most likely be screwed for the rest of our lives. We can't cross that bridge. We need each other. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is that what it feels like, to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish? So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Steve. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. And I saved it. Damn it, I wanted to go back and see if things were happier and better if I didn't do that. I already saved it. Alright, well, I'm gonna end that episode here. I'm not feeling great. I'm feeling pretty awful right now. I'm sorry, Sayori, I failed you. But I hope y'all all enjoyed this episode of PH Balance. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that you can see more of this beautiful content. And hopefully we didn't fuck up things with Sayori. Not in a romantic way, but in a I hope she is going to be okay way. And if you're ever feeling any of these feelings, it's okay to have your emotions. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to not want to do things. It's okay to have a day where you just lay in bed all day. It's not great to do that every day. I don't want to say it's not okay because sometimes it's really hard, and when you have depression, it's very hard to get yourself out of that hole. But I'm going to say it's not okay because I want you to know that if you're feeling that way, and if you are someone who is susceptible to feeling depressed, to find a support. Find people who care about you and love you and who want to do anything they can to make your life easier, happier, whatever. Whether that be family, friends, talking to a therapist, talking to someone online. Online therapy is a thing. If it's hard for you to talk face to face, I get it. I understand. I've done the online thing because it's hard for me to be vulnerable and honest face to face with someone. Find the things that are going to help you because you matter. And your life matters, and you are worth so much more than you even believe. Okay? So, take care of yourself, take care of the people you love, and I'll see you next time. Bye.